JUP 24694. This is revision 3 to the Watermark Frontage Flatwork project. First thing we need to do on this revision 3 is we need to delete the spreadsheet that says bus pullout. That bus pullout spreadsheet is for the road panels. We just got drawings recently showing that the road panels have increased all the way down from north to south in front of the whole property. Originally, we were just bidding on this little section here, this orange, blue, and green area. That was the bus pullout. Well, the inspector said we need to go all the way down the road on both sides. So what I did is I color-coded this thing into sections for Ron, and I gave it to Ron so he could look at it. It's approximately 984 feet long of road panels from here down to here. Okay, down here there's an area in red that tapers, and I wrote to be determined by inspector. I spoke to the inspector, Tim Cheatham, and we both agreed that this area right here needs to be figured out as far as whether or not they want to widen this out and put concrete, or if they just want to put asphalt and then start the concrete back here. There's a guardrail right here right now out on the property, so I have a feeling that this will probably be asphalt. So I started here, went down to here. Okay, on revision 3, here's the new dimensions for the road panels. And this is an approximation. Final determination on the dimensions will be when we do a final measurement with Team Nelson and the inspector. So that way we know that we're getting paid for everything we do. All right, so I did this in sections. 100 foot by 10 foot, 315 by 12 foot, 44 by 15, 120 feet by 26, 67 by 22, 226 by 16, 65 by 13. This is all 8-inch depth on the concrete, all 8-inch depth. We have to put number 5 rebar. We have to drill them in, so we'll probably have to get Evergreen to drill them all in. I know Ron said it's best if Evergreen can do it, and then I got Matt also telling me that our guys can do it just as fast as the Evergreen guys. So I don't know. I'm going to go with probably what Ron says, since he does this all the time. And we'll need to get Evergreen on this. Okay, so 8-inch depth on the concrete, and we need to have cylinder testing done, so we need to check for compaction and strength. The 7-14-28 day strength test, we need to have that included in our pricing. We need to have so we have to have the number 5 rebar in here. So just to show you, this was one of the road panels we took out on this project out in the main road. Okay, you can see we put our dowel baskets in, and then on over here that you see over here on the right, this is where we're going to start putting in all these concrete road panels. So here's north and south on this photo here, and you can see we put in 1.25 inch dowels on the north and south ends because that was existing concrete panels, but in this case it's all new all the way down. So instead of seeing this, we're going to see dowel baskets. But on the side of the road where we need to tie in to the existing road out here, we need to put in the number 5 rebar, and we need to space it out 36 inches on center. It says in the details that here's your grid pattern here. So we're looking at that photo like you see right there, right here, going this direction. These are all 36. These are 36 inches on center, number 5 tie bar. Each one of those bars is 30 inches long, and it says 36 inches on center. So according to my math, that is 328 pieces of rebar, number 5 rebar, just on one side of the road. Now I added another 328 pieces of rebar for the outside of the panels, which would tie into the new curb and gutter that's supposed to go in on this project. So I added another 328 along the curb and gutter there. So if that is correct, then that means it's 756 of those number 5 tie bars that are 30 inches long each. We might want to double check with Ron to see if we only have to put them on one side of the road where it ties into the actual road panels, or do we need to put them on both sides so that it also ties into the new curb and gutter. Okay, then the dowel baskets. The dowel baskets, I did those based on the length that we are allotted here, which is 15 feet. I was told that 15 feet is the largest we can do these panels. It kind of shows it here on the detail. It says 15 feet. So what I did was I got a total footage of dowel bar baskets based off of each section in this area, in these areas, okay? So I took the 13 feet, 16, 22, all of that, and divided it all up by 15 to see how many sets of dowel baskets I need times the length or the width of the road in each section. So that being said, these are the calculations on the dowel bar baskets. 60 feet plus 252 feet plus 45 feet plus 208 feet plus 88 feet plus 240 feet plus 52 feet. That's the total footage of dowel bar baskets that I'm seeing that we need. And that's just on an estimate here based off of what I was able to gather on this, okay? Labor-wise, I'm not sure on the labor. I do know traffic control is provided by the customer, which was Team Nelson. I think we used a 24-hour mix on a lot of this, I believe. So I would imagine it's probably going to be the same situation. Like I said earlier, well, I didn't say this, but Ron has this set of drawings, and I've given him this breakdown on the dimensions, and he's just waiting for us to put together our thoughts on what we would estimate here, labor-wise, the material, all that good stuff. Please keep in mind, this is different than the road panels that we did on the last contract when we were doing these. We had to rip this stuff out. In this situation, we don't have to do any demolition. It's supposed to be graded, ready to go for us to drill the dowels in, or the tie bars, I should say, lay the dowel bar baskets, and pour the concrete. Okay, so it is basically just placement only. All right, well, and I also saw out there that they started doing the grading on the side of the road, so I know they're going to make a decision on this pretty quick. I've got 2 other companies that I'm competing with on this revised scope of work. They are also bidding the sidewalk, as well as I am. I'm bidding the sidewalk, which is already in the original quote, and I'm also bidding on the 2 drive approaches. But this revision 3 is basically to take out the road panels we had in the original bid, and we're updating it to all these new dimensions. All right, any other questions, let me know.